is the perfect time to show the world that we know how important our Black dollars are to every business. For years, we've helped other communities become rich. Now, hunty, it is time for us to help ourselves. For me, that means patronizing my Black beauty brands. I've already been patronizing Black beauty brands for years. But right now, in the season that we're in, it's hella important that we make sure that our money stays in our communities. It's Lakita Willis of MakiBeauty.com, and you're listening to Confidence on Stilettos, where we empower you boss beauties to create goals, crush them, and look damn good while doing it. If you want to be inspired and empowered, then sis, let's talk. Can we talk about feeling the shift right now? Yes, honey. With all that's going wrong in this world, specifically talking about the United States of damn America. Right now, we have to find every silver lining and hold on to it, even if only just for a moment, if only just for a moment. So today on this podcast, I'm merely talking about, not necessarily letting go of the beauty brands that you have been patronizing, but more so flipping what's priority. And in no way am I trying to, persuade you to do something that's against your will. I'm just speaking from my personal opinion right now. And me being a beautypreneur, meaning a makeup artist, I'm a licensed esthetician, and I deal with a lot of beauty brands. And, some people been hella quiet right about now, like, where's your voice? Oh, did you lose it? So I don't know about any other beautypreneur, but sis, I'm giving you my personal thoughts right now. And as a makeup artist, esthetician, and lash artist, I've been paying close damn attention to how these beauty brands are responding to our Black Lives Matter revolution. For me, many of them has taken way too damn long to respond. And guess what? Your silence was loud as fuck to me, okay? Excuse my profanity, but your silence was loud as fuck. You hear me? I took notice. Yeah, I saw you. Boo, I saw you. I know each and every one of you who took a minute, because you probably wanted to reevaluate. Let me see if I put this out, if it's going to affect my brand. At this point, if anything, even speaking directly to myself, fuck your brand. It's all about standing up for what's right. Treating people like they're human. Because guess what, damn it, we're human. You may not like the color of our skin, but damn it, we're human. We are the human race. Girl, I'll get into that on a whole nother podcast. I'm trying to stick merely to these beauty brands today. And like I was saying, for many of them just took too damn long. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're tuning in today, I want you to hit me in my comments. Go to my Instagram. Let me know if I'm, not paying close attention. What have you be? But for me, girl, it took too damn long. Like, I'm like, so you're supposed to be my friend. This is how I look at beauty brands, right? Because they always coming after you, like they want your help with promoting their product, and they want you to use their product. They want your dollars. But sis, if we're supposed to be friends, what, you ain't got my back? Because if you ain't got my back, we can't roll together. Point blank, period. We cannot roll together. Now, granted, there are many, genuine beauty brands that have shown that they stand in solidarity with the Black community. Then again, there's the majority that's just trying to save their bottom dollar. Okay? And I'll be so happy when we in the Black community understand just how much our dollars are worth to these companies. The quicker we understand that and pull our dollars out of those communities and put them solely into our communities, the better off we'll be. Point blank, period. I'm just talking real talk right now. Since we've been in America, we've always had the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? And that's just putting it mildly. That's just really being cutesy with it. Because I'm trying not to get myself upset. I've been upset for way too long, okay? Because I can tell you this, a lot of these brands and companies that, have taken a minute too long to, speak up on our behalf could care less if our families ate today, tomorrow, a month from now, a year from now, centuries from now. They could care less. All they care about is that bottom dollar. Now, for me, it matters where my dollars are spent and who has my best interests. So yes, honey, I've been sitting back, watching in silence, watching their silence, and their silence tells me everything that I need to know. Now, with that being said, I just wanted to leave my beautypreneurs with some of the Black-owned brands that I do patronize. And I have a whole list of them, but on this podcast, I only wanted to really highlight right now the top 8 that I do use. So the first brand that I have been using since I came into the makeup game has been Danessa Myricks products. Now, I want to do a separate podcast to really highlight these beautiful, beautiful founders of these companies, because I think that it would really, really elevate us and our mindsets, and then really inspire us and empower us to know that we can achieve anything. A lot of times we are on social media and we're looking at a lot of people highlights. That's all we're really looking at is highlights. We're not looking at the struggle bus of their brands. And so we think that maybe we're so far back when, no, you're right where you need to be. And just personally doing some of the research of the founders of these beauty brands really let me also know that, hey, Keita, you're right where you need to be, and stop trying to rush the process, because this is definitely a process. When you're becoming an entrepreneur, when you're trying to build something substantial, as far as like building an empire and having it mean something, not just out here trying to make a dollar, but you just basically want your brand, your platform to be impactful for the community in a positive way. That takes time, honey. That takes time. So don't rush the process. So back to these beauty brands, because I don't want this to be a long podcast at all. But for number 1 on my list is Miss Danessa Myricks. Let me tell you just a quick little cutesy story about Miss Danessa. When I first really started not necessarily doing makeup, but like really wanting to hone back in on my skills, because I would jump into the makeup game, come out, jump into the makeup game and come out. But I'm gonna say it was around right around like 2007, 2008. I said, you know what? I'm gonna take this thing real serious, and I need to just really, elevate my skills and really hone in on my skills. And at the time, Danessa was doing those tours where she would go city to city, and it would be a select amount of people in classes, but she would teach hands-on classes. And then she had her DVDs out. Girl, back then I was real broke. Okay, I was real broke. So my mom decided to get me for Christmas Danessa Myrick's like one of her DVDs. And long story short, the DVD never really came in on time. And I kept asking my mom, like, dog, when the DVD gonna get here? When the DVD gonna get here? And by this time, it was like getting close to like end of January, and this was supposed to be a Christmas present. So then my mom reached out to Danessa 800 number and, said, hey, I ordered this, gave the order number. And then she was like, but, it never arrived, this, that, and the other. Well, my mom at the time stayed next door to me, and she came over and she knocked real quick. She said, hey, I have Danessa on the line. And I was like, huh? She was like, yeah, the lady you wanted me to order the DVDs from. I have her on the phone. After my mama was playing, so I picked up the phone. I was like, hello? And it was really Danessa Myrick's on the line. And she was very, very sweet. She was, she apologized for not having the DVD there on time. And to sweeten the deal, she even sent like a free DVD to me. And I thought that was just so sweet. So it's just like stories like that. Like, again, this happened back at, like I said, 2007, 2006, 2007, 2008, somewhere around there. Those type of stories and those type of experiences stick with you, and it makes you follow these brands, and you want to purchase from them just because of the experience. And so that meaning I followed Danessa from that point on. I followed her career. I have always purchased anything that she has put out. I've tried at some level to purchase something from her. So that's like, she's number one on my list. And then number two on my list I have is Colored Rain. Okay. Again, she's going to be someone, I'm going to do like a separate podcast where I'm just like really highlighting the founders of these companies. But Colored Rain, I'm not sure if anybody's used her products, which I'm quite sure everybody has used her products. But her products are like so pigmented. Like, you don't really have to use a lot of the product. It's so rich in quality. The packaging is beautiful. Everything about her brand is beautiful. The way her customer service and the whole experience from the moment you purchase her product to the moment that it arrives at your door to the moment that you're applying it to on your client, it's just an experience. And if you're going to patronize any business, Black-owned business, I would say look up Colored Rain. You can go to coloredrain.com and just, hey, purchase from sis, okay? Because I love it. I love it. Kudos to you, Colored Rain. And then number three is Pat McGrath. Hunty. I love me some Pat McGrath, okay? Hold up. I'm drinking wine at the same time, y'all. So let me take me a sip real quick. But yes, not Colored Rain, but Pat McGrath. Her products is a little on the pricier side if you're starting out. But what's not on the pricier side, okay? You go to these hair stores and you don't care what them bundles be costing, but you buy them. So for makeup artists and people who's like into beauty and makeup, like I really don't put a price on my makeup or my skincare products. I really don't, because it's my business. It's my business, honey. So Pat McGrath, her products, again, it's another beauty brand that always drops quality products, pigmented eyeshadows, flawless foundation. Oh my goodness, I can go on and on and on about Pat McGrath. But if you have not patronized her business or purchased anything from her, please go out, check her out, go to her Instagram, see some of the work that she's done, because she's a professional, celebrity professional makeup artist. So go out there, check her out, purchase from her, Here's my thing with a lot of people. A lot of times people be like, oh, she already got her dollar. She's getting a lot of money. You don't know what's in somebody's bank account. And I don't really care what's in somebody's bank account. If I want to keep money in the Black community, if I want to patronize just my sisters and my community brands, it don't matter how much money in their bank account. Because at the end of the day, you'll go over there to freaking Louis Vuitton and you'll buy all of their brand stuff, and you don't care about how, and we know they got money in their bank account, but you don't care what's in their bank account. That's what we got to get out of that crab mentality. And no matter what, we got to patronize our own brands, because there's so many out here that we could really be, elevating our makeup kits, elevating our lives with some of these brands, okay? Number 4 on my list is the Lip Bar. Have y'all tried their lipsticks? Oh, you haven't? Girl, go out there, get you some of that Lip Bar, okay? Because I love the Lip Bar. Their lipsticks, pigmented, lips be popping, okay? Okay? Because, your girl like to have some bold lips, okay? Just point blank period, honey. I have to have my lips be bold. And then number 5 on my list, everybody knows her, Juvia's Place. Again, all of these brands that I'm going through, I will be highlighting in a separate podcast, highlighting their founders. Okay, let me tell you why I love Juvia. Everybody knows, Juvia's packaging is everything. Her eyeshadows are very pigmented. They're very high quality. But besides that, here's one thing that sticks out about Juvia. Again, this is why I got to highlight these beautiful women and beautiful people who've created these brands, because they have such a beautiful story. So Juvia, I always dang, Juvia, how did she come up with that, right? And I was reading up on her and doing my research on the beautiful lady that started this cosmetic company. And it's actually her 2 kids, a combination of her 2 kids' names. And it actually resonated with me because my beauty brand is Maki Beauty. And Maki is a combination of the name that my oldest son used to call me when he was a year or 2 years old. He used to call me Ma, Ma, Ma. And whenever I didn't answer Ma, he didn't know how to say Lakita, so he just said Key. And he would just start putting it together when I really didn't answer. He just be like, Maki, Maki. And that's how Maki came about. So when I was reading up on Juvia's Place and found out, okay, so she named this brand after her 2 kids, that was such a beautiful, beautiful story to me. So again, her products are very reasonable. She has makeup brushes. She has now foundations, concealers, eyeshadows, you name it. Your girl got it. Go out there, check Juvia's Place out. Go ahead, cop her. Even if you're not a makeup artist, if you're just a regular, everyday woman, many of us, and you just want to get into trying to do your makeup. She has palettes that's very neutral and palettes that has, what is it I'm trying to say? Y'all see, that's why you don't drink wine when you're trying to do a podcast, okay? But like the what is it, y'all? Shimmer. That's what it is. Shimmer. Shimmer eyeshadows. So you want to be she has so many variety. Oh, these colors, honey. Colors popping. Again, all of these brands are on Instagram. All of these brands, for the most part, have their own websites. So go out, check them out. Number 6 on my list, y'all know her. We know sis. We've been knowing sis for a minute now. Miss Fenty Beauty, Miss Rihanna says thank you for Fenty. I want to just give you a quick shout out, Riri. We want to thank you right now for the shimmer and the life that you brought in these palettes, okay? I don't even really need to say much. Everybody know Rihanna. If you don't, hey, where you been sleeping at, okay? Have you been here? Have you been awake? When did you wake up? Go check sis Fenty Beauty out. She changed the game when she released Fenty Beauty. These products is phenomenal. I'm not sure if y'all have used her primer. That right there that's just enough to say, you know what? Any other primer you have in your kit, you can go ahead and just throw that out, okay? Go ahead and cop that Fenty Beauty Pro Filter, okay? I'm just trying to help you out, let you know about these brands. Then let me tell you, let's keep the party train rolling. We on number 7 right now. 7, AJ Crimson. Do I even need to tell you about AJ? Do I? What? So you acting like you don't know him? You acting like you haven't seen his work? You acting like you don't use his products, his powders, or nothing, huh? Y'all better go shop from my bruh. Okay? You better go shop with AJ. AJ is not playing games with us, okay? These finishing powders, the foundations. Come on now. Stop playing with it. Get with it, okay? Like, I absolutely love the quality of his foundations. Me as a makeup artist, I think like when I first started out, one of the things that I struggled with was working with cream foundations, because as we all know who's in that industry, there's so many different ways that you can use cream foundations. There's so many things that you can add to cream foundations to create different textures, and it's just things like that. But with AJ, like the way that his cream foundations like just goes onto the skin, oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. So again, please just go check them out. Get you some products. There's other products out here that we could be using that's actually, created and owned by our own people. We don't necessarily always have to wait on someone else, quote unquote, to create something for us to go and purchase. We already got it right here, right in our community. We just got to open up our eyes and stop playing around and start patronizing and buying from our own businesses. Number 8 on the list is Mented Cosmetics. Okay, Mented, come through in the Miami, Florida. Right down the street from me. I mean, I'm in Tampa area, but you know what I'm saying. Miami's right down the street. I have I'm going to say, I put them as number 8 on my list because I have only really used, I'm going to say about 2 of their products, and I believe it was like lipsticks or something like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, they were great products. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they are on my list, because they were absolutely amazing products, and I can't wait to purchase more from them. So not only am I telling you guys to also purchase from them, but I too am going to be switching up my makeup kit a lot. I mean, I have a lot of products in my makeup kit that is founded and owned by like Black beauty brands, but there's still those couple of products in that I can switch out and, try, one of these other brands, Black owned brands, that more than likely probably going to do better than what I already have in my kit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not trying to sway anybody away from what you're already doing, because there are brands out here that is, that is standing in solidarity with us. But what I'm merely saying here is that we have to start looking out for us, okay? We have got to start looking out for generational wealth for our kids, just like, other people look out for the generation wealth of their kids. We're no different, Maybe we have been taught different. Maybe we have been brainwashed to think that we must always work for other people, but we don't. We have the same or better quality products in our own community. We just have to open up our eyes and just open up our hearts and our wallets to it, So that's merely why I just really wanted to come on. And I haven't done a podcast in a while, but I was like, you know what? This is the perfect way for me to re-enter and come back to my podcast with all of the chaos that's going on in this world, all of the hatred and the nastiness and everything that's breaking not only my heart, but just everybody's heart, So all I want to say is number 9 on my list, okay? Y'all ready for this? It's not yet released, but it will be released and open for purchase on July 15th. And that's your girl, MakiLashes.com, will be live in effect on July 15th for anyone that wants to purchase lashes, that wants to just feel beautiful, that wants to feel confident, that wants to be impactful, that just needs that extra boost in their life where they feel like they can come from behind that invisible curtain and start finding their voice, taking charge in their life. Sometimes all you need is just either some mascara or some lip gloss. But for me, give me some lashes, my eyebrows, and some lip gloss, and I'm good. We can go conquer the world. So again, number 9 on the list is my own beauty brand that's going to be live in effect on July the 15th. Shameless plug, MakiLashes.com will be up and ready for business, okay? But ladies, that's all I have for you today. Again, I'll be back with another podcast highlighting some of the founders of these beauty brands I went over today. If you have beauty brands, Black-owned beauty brands, that you have been utilizing their products or you want to add to this list, please, by all means, do so. Go out on confidence on stilettos and just drop the name of the brand. I'm listed on Instagram, and how you look for me is going to be at confidence_on_stilettos. And that's where you'll find me there. I'm also on Facebook under Confidence on Stilettos. So, sis, again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's a bit late here. Tonight is it's a little after midnight here for me. So I'm going to go ahead and end this podcast right now. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day tomorrow. And then try your best to find some type of positivity, some type of silver lining every single day that you wake up. I know it's hard out here. I know it's rough. But through all of this chaos and all of these storms that we are going through together, there is a silver lining. There is a better day that is going to come about. Just hold on. I got you guys in prayer. I hope you guys have me in prayer. And I can't wait to get back on this mic to highlight these beautiful, beautiful women and men. Well, until next time, guys, have a blessed one.